Hello and welcome to round 2 of Farmstead 8. Today we're watching Odd on the left versus Jarle on the right, and Odd is also me, so I'm watching myself play today. I'm on the play. So he starts out with an Birds of Paradise, and I strip mine, his first land, because I'm a bit afraid of his big creatures, because I don't have a double blue yet, if I remember right. So he plays an River Boa, and I play the Drop of Honey. And here's some of my strategy with the deck to slow them down with Mace of It, and play Drop of Honey to clear the board. Drop of Honey is an enchantment for 1 green. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can destroy the creature with the lowest power. So there you see, the bird is gone, and the next turn I can take the River Boa out, and the creature can't regenerate. And he plays a Chaos Orb, but I don't have mana to activate it. The Drop of Honey takes care of the River Boa, and when there are no creatures on the table, Drop of Honey is destroyed. And I play a Crumble on his Chaos Orb, so he gets 2 life. You gain life equal to its casting cost. And I play a Jade Statue. It's a 4 mana artifact. You can activate it for 2 colorless, and it becomes a 3/6 creature. So yeah, I activate it and attack for 3, and he's down to 17. And I play a Candelabra. That is a 1 mana artifact. You can pay X mana and tap it to untap X lands. So there are so many cool tricks with the Candelabra in this deck. You can use it with the Mace of It to remove multiple attackers. You can use it to pump your factory. And you can also use it for color fixing. For example, if you're lacking double blue for a counter spell, you can tap a forest and untap your island, and then you have 2 blue. And he plays a Demonic Tutor. I don't remember what he found with it, but I guess we'll find out. And he passed the turn. Or did he? I guess he did. I play Recall and discard 1 card to get another card back. So I chose to get the counterspell back, just to, I guess, go for the beatdown plan with the statue and counter his first relevant creature. Starts out playing a bird. So I keep attacking. Down to 9 life. I guess we see some action this turn. I still have my counterspell in hand. Starts out casting a river boa, and I counter it. The river boa can regenerate and block my clay statue all day. And after that he plays an Urnam Djinn. This is a 4/5 creature that can give one of my creatures forest walk. And I play an Ivory Tower. That's a card that gives me life for each card above 4 in my upkeep. I only have 1 card now, so that's no good. So I think here I could have maybe played one or two fewer lands out just to have more cards in hand, just in case I draw the Ivory Tower, but I'm not sure. And he played Regrowth for the Chaos Orb, and I counter the Chaos Orb. And he can't attack since I have the mace. He plays another bird. The bird is a 0/1 flyer. You can tap it for mana of any color. Looks like he has a recall in hand. That's perhaps something that he's thinking about. Tapping 4 mana for a 6 mana, recall for 2. Recall costs 1 blue and double X, so if you pay 2 you can discard 1 card and get 1 card back, and if you pay 4 you can discard 2 cards and get 2 cards back. So he got the Chaos Orb back. And another card, I think I missed what it was. I play a copy artifact and I copy my clay statue. So now I have 2 clay statues. And he activates the Chaos Orb and he misses. And I think he got a bit tilted, so he opted to scoop, but I told him, hey, you can still win this game. So he played a Regrowth, and he's trying again, concentrating, and he hits it. Very nice. Yeah, so now he's attacking with this 4/5 Urnam Djinn. I think I decided to double block with both of my clay statues. He bolts one of them. So I lose one clay statue and he loses the Urnam gem. And I continue to attack him. He's now down to 6 life. He plays a river boa, so he can block my clay statue all day. And that's a brain geyser. That's a fantastic draw. That can put him right back in the game. So I think you know that I'm playing with power sink in my deck. So he's trying to decide how greedy he wanna be. He decided to keep up one bird. So he's not playing around power sink. And he has a land drop, so then he has 2 mana. So this is not good for me. He has a new grip of hand. And the river boa has island walk, so since my mace is gone I can stop it. And he plays an Urnam gem. So now he's pumping out creatures. He's attacking with everything he's got. I'm activating my clay statue to block his factory. So then I take 9 damage. Cast Stone Rain on my island, trying to keep me off that double blue for counterspell. Oh, and there's an ice storm, so now I can't cast counterspell. So he decided to keep his river boa back to block my clay statue, but I can't block his Serendi effort, so I lose 3 life, and he's down to 6, and he's on 4. Both players are having a little drink. I think I can see another Stone Rain in his hand. And a Fireball. So he can Fireball me for 5. So he can put me down to 1 life if he decides. going for the fireball. So I'm on 1 life, facing a horde of creature. Now I actually have 5 cards in hand, so I get 1 life with Ivory Tower. So I'm on 2 life. I think I drawed mostly land the last turns, and I tried to just keep them in my hand to get some life with the Ivory Tower. But it didn't work out. I think I have one last trick. After I declared Clay Statue as a blocker, I cast a Crumble on it, so I get 4 life. But I'm still on 2 life. And there is a drop of honey, but that's too late. And I scoop. So Jarle is up 1 game. Alright, game 2. I'm on the play. I start with an island and a candelabra. He immediately go for this to sinkhole my island. Play a Maze of It, so I can stop his factory. He plays a Birds of Paradise, and he loses 1 life. I play a Chaos Orb. Oh, and he plays an Energy Flux. Okay. So here I don't think we were... I think we had to discuss the rules and how it works. So at my upkeep, Energy Flux is a blue enchantment for 3 mana, and it says every artifact you must pay 2 mana for every artifact in play, unless it's destroyed. But I can respond to the trigger with activating my Chaos Orb and destroy his Energy Flux, but I can't play for the candelabra, so that is gone. He plays an Urnam Djinn, the 4/5 beater. Play another candelabra. So now he needs lots of creatures to get through my defense, because I can use the candelabra to untap my maze and to remove another creature. So now I'm just waiting for him to flood the board with creatures, so I can play another drop of honey and take them all out. He casts Regrowth on his ancestral on his strip mine. Yeah. lose the candelabra to the energy flux. I don't bother to pay for it. And I have my own regrowth to get my Mace of It back. So now he needs 3 creatures to attack. And there is a drop of honey. That's perfect. So now he must decide if he just want to flood the board with creatures and try to raise my drop of honey, or stop playing him and lose his creatures. That's good for me. I got my own Mishra's Factory. The Mishra's Factory has summoning sickness, so I can't activate it and tap it to make a 3/3 blocker. So he could do an attack here if he choose to. So I'll untap his 2 Urnam Djinns. Try to decide what to do with his factory, if I want to block it or take 2 damage. Guess I chose not to block it, and they placed a 3rd Urnam Djinn. Oh, and he cast a Time Walk. I forgot that. Yeah, that Time Walk was perfect here. No, both of my maces are tapped. So it attacks me for 12, and I block his factory. He lose 1 of them during my turn. So now it's back to him. And I know he plays with Psionic Blast and Fireball, so I'm in no good shape here. He's flicking them pretty quick, but I'm not sure if there is a Fireball in his hand. Okay, so you have casted a Chaos Orb, and I think he's deciding whether or not to activate it. No, it's a Red Blast in his hand. Red Elemental Blast is a red instant for 1. It's counter or destroy a blue permanent. Okay, so he's actually going for the drop of honey. Just to save his creature. And Serendi Efret, 3/4 flyer for 3 mana. I decided to counterspell it, and there you see the Red Blast counters my counterspell. It takes 1 damage from Serendi Efret every upkeep. So if I only can stay alive for 16 turns. And there's another land. And there you have it. 2-0 to Jarle. See you in next round.